That is a flint arrowhead. It's broken on one side. Can you see the ridge down the middle and the sharp edges? It's actually a pretty one. What a pretty arrowhead. Just astonishing. I'm in luck again. This one for the collection. We're back just a couple of miles from where we left off on the last video, around on the northern boundary of the Royal Forest of Chute, and also the anglo-saxon boundary of Collingbourne and Bedwin, Great Bedwin. I'm in search of two stones this time. The stone Falestone and Wylberhtes Stan, and one of which should be medieval and one of which should be Anglo-Saxon, and they may be the same stone. Let's go and see if we can find them. Might be able to see some fallow deer up there, sat there just on the brow of the hill looking at me, and I'm going down there. Now that's where I predict the Wylberhtes Stan was. It may still be there today, fingers crossed. The reason for that is the Anglo-Saxon boundary comes down here and then goes along here, along the bottom of this Dean here, to where that shed is over there, and there should be Falestone Pond. Now I think, which Grundy and others have connected with the Falestone. Grundy thinks that Wylberhtes Stone and Falestone are the same stone, he thinks. But so I'm obviously going to go to both places, see if I can find a big stone. It would be nice if there were two and I could name two stones, that would be great. But just finding anything would just be brilliant. I've got a low hit rate. For those who've just joined my channel, I've got a low hit rate for finding Anglo-Saxon stones, named stones, but I do occasionally find one. I don't know how Grundy thinks that they are the same stone, how he got from Wylberhtes to Falestone. But there you go. Let's have a look. It doesn't look like it. I've got a terrible record for not finding stones, but I mean looks to me like a sarsen stone, not the big one. The big one looks like concrete to me, but the smaller one, is it too small to be an Anglo-Saxon boundary marker? I have seen parish boundary markers that size, but who knows, maybe. just going to see if I can get a closer view of the fallow deer, because they are beautiful. I just want to just a little bit further, then I'm going back up the hill, have a little bit of a scout around here, see if I can find, maybe it's hidden in the undergrowth. Now's the right time of year, it's pleasant weather, but everything's low to the ground, so I should be able to find hidden stuff. Might have seen a hare then. I was just setting up the camera and looking where the camera was looking, and there's a hare. He's been hiding, waiting for me to go. He's been hiding, waiting for me to go. Anyway, the anglo-saxon boundary goes down there, and it comes from this hedge line here, and then goes, I don't know if you can see it, the hedge line here, there he is, there's our chap. So let's see if he moves. He's hiding in that rape field. But anyway, all this is used to, these yellow flowers are rape, wrapper, brassica wrapper, something like that, and where we get the English name rape, it is, oh there he is, a beauty. He wants to be famous on YouTube. He's certainly an influencer in my world. A hare is not a rabbit. It's closer to a deer than a rabbit. It has it hides in woods and then goes out into the fields to eat your barley. And you'll see them. To spot them, if you're walking along a lane in the country and you see what looks like a brown brick not moving, a brown brick in the field, stare at it, get your phone out, perhaps zoom in with your phone, see whether you can see two little ears. Occasionally you'll put up two little ears to see whether or not he can hear you moving. And he's still up there he's on the skyline moving. He's done a complete circle around me, I think. But anyway, yeah, hare, Old English Hare, really important in folk memory. You get medieval poems about the hare, and he's an ordinary working chap who gets away with it, and that's probably why we love him, why he's part of our folk memory. There's nothing noble about him. He just plays the game. Anyway, plus they're fond of boxing, which is always amusing. Yes. So anyway, this boundary. So it comes from the Bradenberg, which I can't. So Bradenberg is Broad Barrow. And that is on military land over there, I'm not going to. I hear the occasional bang going off over that hill. I'm not going over there. It's private land, and it's military exercise land as well. And I'm really tempted to go and have a look, but I can't. You know, it's. I love barrows that have Saxon names. The Saxon names very rarely tell us anything. Braden, Broad Barrow, and but anyway, we have more earthworks we might be able to have a look at, which is very close to the footpath, which isn't military lands this way. Now it's along here. I'm not going to go along here. That's private land as well. But this is the parish boundary. It's also the boundary of the forest of Chute, the Royal Medieval Forest of Chute. And anyway, let's go and see if we can find this Falestone pond. Perhaps there's a stone there. If you prefer your recommendations in sentient, then you might consider watching this video next.